Hi everybody, we're going to work with security policies. Before we do that, before you turn on your virtual machine, go to the snapshot menu, click Take, and then click OK. When we are done with this lab, we're going to apply this snapshot to get back to where we were before. So go ahead, double click to get it started. We're going to look at local group policies and some of the things that you can manage on a computer to apply settings to everybody in the computer. Normally, group policies are used on a domain controller to control a network, but they can be used locally. If you go to Start, we're going to type in GPEDIT. It brings up Edit Group Policy. And that'll take a moment. There it is. There's two types of policies. This policy applies to the computer regardless of who's logged in. This applies to the user regardless of what computer they're logged into. Since these are user policies, these would apply to this computer, all users. These would apply to this computer. So we are going to go down to Change Default Usernames. So on step 4, this is going to be a computer configuration. We go to Computer Configuration, Windows Settings, Security Settings. There's a bunch of things in here. We're going to go to the Local Policies and then Security Options. Oh, you can see there's all kinds of things that we can do. Here's one that's not so much useful anymore. Restrict floppy disk access to locally logged on computer user only. Yeah, maybe not so much. We are going to look for renaming the administrator account. So on the right hand side, it's going to say, here it is, Accounts Rename Administrator. There's always an administrator account on every Windows computer. If this administrator account is there, hackers know it's there. So you could rename it to something else, like Fred. No one's likely to remember or know that your local administrator account is Fred. So we'll turn that on. Notice now it shows the setting. A next one is require user passwords. So we're in account policies now. Do we want anybody logging on this computer to have a password? Well, let's see. Oh, I don't know what it's doing there. There it goes. So we have let's see, account policies, and then there's all these password policies. The maximum password age is 42 days. Well, let's set that to be 90. Let's see. Password history, and if you're not sure what something is, this explains it. It can be between 0 and 24. The reason for a password history is you can require people to change their password, but if they can change it right back to their old password, which would be easier for them to remember, well, that's likely to happen. What about the password age? Well, if they have to wait 1 day to change their password, it's going to take 24 days to get back to their old password. A length of 0 means that you don't have to have a password, and the new recommendation is, it won't go up to 16. I guess that's only on an Active Directory controller to go to 16. So I'll go to 14. Now another one, password must meet complexity requirements. We enable it. Well, that doesn't help. You have to have 3 of these 4 categories: upper, lower, number, and non-alphabetical characters. 3 of those 4. So actually, password 01 fits that one, but it doesn't fit this one. The rest of these are really never changed. Now we can also set failed logon restrictions. So how many times do you get to change your password? I mean, try to log in with your password before we don't allow you to log in anymore. Right now, if you try 10 invalid logon attempts, you're locked out for 10 minutes. And then you can try again for 10 times. Well, we don't really need to change that, but it's good to know those sorts of things are there. When you become a system administrator, yes, this is going to require quite a bit. The next one is disable Microsoft account resources. Well, you probably don't want to turn that one off, but you can. If you have a Microsoft account, everything gets synchronized, and you could turn that off if you're in a corporate setting and you don't want that to happen. Audit logon failures. How many times is somebody trying to log on to an account? If it occurs a lot, it could be that somebody's trying to hack that account. Now, one that is disabled at WNCC is auto run and autoplay. That means when you stick something in a drive, it doesn't automatically run. So let's take a look at that one. There it is. Computer, this one's a computer configuration, just like that one. Administrative templates. Let's see, here we go, administrative templates. We go down to Windows components. You can see there's lots of settings you can muck with here. Autoplay policies, there they are. So turn off autoplay. There. Now a drive will not pop up and try to do something automatically. You'll notice that it does that on your computer at home, but it won't do it anywhere on any computer at WNCC. So we turn that on. That's a good one to have turned on, because autoplay means somebody can bring in a portable media and it might automatically play, and the problem with that is it may have a virus on it that automatically launches. Yep, that might not be so good. Well, some of these settings are good, some of them just start to look at, but basically the reason for this lab is to introduce you to the fact that there are policies that can be applied to a computer and a user, and they're almost always something. If you're working in a corporate environment or a business environment, there's always something that restricts things. And at WNCC, of course, we're a corporate environment, and quite a few things are restricted. Now, we have made some changes. There is no save button. What we want to do is, these are all applied right now. What we're going to do is shut this down and restore our snapshot, because this is just a taking a look at things. So we go to shut down, we'll shut it down, take a moment to shut down, and then we'll restore our settings. Or restore our snapshot, or apply the snapshot, I think that's what it's called. My virtual machine is shut down. I'm going to right-click on Snapshot 1 and restore it. And it says, go ahead and restore it. I really don't need a snapshot of all the policy changes I made. So I'm going to turn that off and click Restore. And now when I turn it on, it should be back to where it was before. Thank you. We'll talk to you later.